Good morning, boys. We will see now. We learnt already the permutations. Now we are going to learn about the combinations. So, what is the difference between the combination and permutation? Permutation you have to write, you have to arrange whatever things are available in order, in one sense. Whereas in combinations, order is not necessary. Clear? For example, when you multiply the matrix A and B, that may not be equal to B into A. That we study in the matrix. Clear? That is, so in such order is allowed in combination, whereas in permutation that is not allowed. So permutation is, you should be arranged what is availability in some manner, some sense, whereas in combination that sense is not necessary, you can arrange. Clear? Both are same. How many things are available, you have to take. There is no difference between these two. The only difference between these two is when you arrange, you should have some rules, where in combination the rules are not necessary. That's all. So we have some formulas in the page number 59. That is given as properties NC0, NCNs. There are 7 properties are given. So just go through the 7 properties, and whenever we need that formula for the exercise number 2.4, then you can apply. Clear? Now you straight away go to the exercise number 2.4. So you must know the difference between the permutation and combination. Permutation is you have to arrange in order, whereas in combination order is not necessary. Clear? So that is the basic concept, permutation and combinations. So there are so many examples are there for permutation and combinations. So now we are going to see some examples. Clear? That is application of combinations. We had seen already that application of permutation. Now in this exercise we are going to learn that some of the applications based on the concept combinations. So exercise number 2.4. So before that you should know the formula, that is NCR. You have to take R things out of N. Combination. Order is not necessary. That's what a combinations, whatever it is, AB, BA and so on. Clear? So this is formula n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So what is the difference between the NPR and the NCR? NPR is nothing but n factorial by n minus r factorial. So what is the difference between these two? Only r factorial. So NPR can be replaced by NCR by r factorial. Is correct or wrong? NPR is equal to, if you divide this by r factorial, you will get NPR? No, you will not get. Then what is the relations? How do you get NPR from NCR? Whether you have to multiply or you have to divide. So if you multiply that NCR with r factorial, get NPR, or if you, what is that? One more concept, NPR by r factorial, which will give you NCR. So depends upon the question, you supposed to take these type of formulas. Now question this is the base. I just bring notice to you what is NCR and NPR, what is the relation between the NCR and NPR. Clear? So these two depends upon the question, you have to take. Clear? Formula is NCR, that is combination formula, this formation formula, the relationship between the combination permutation is these two formulas. Depends upon the question you have to take. Now see the question number 1. NPR is given 1680. NPR is given 1680. Then NCR is given 70. Find N and R. So you have to find out N and R. Both you have to find out. It is given only NPR is equal to some values 1680 and NCR is given 70. By using these two concepts, you have to find out. So just now I gave two formulas. So based on the two formula, you are supposed to find out what is N and R. So there is a relation NPR by R factorial, which will give you, what is that? NCR. So this is the formula. Just now I wrote NPR by R factorial is equal to NCR. So what is NPR? It is given already 1680. I don't know what is R factorial, but I know what is NCR. What is NCR? 70. So depends upon the information, you have to select the formulas. Now I need only R factorial. So R factorial normal transfer the terms of both the sides. You will get 7 will go how many times in 16? 2 times, remainder 4, so 24. So R factorial is equal to 24. You know how to write N factorial. So if I am saying N factorial, that is N into N minus 1 into up to 1, isn't it? But trial and error method, if you replace R by whatever the number, if you multiply, after replacing R by any number, expand by using the factorial concept, and if you multiply, you are supposed to get 24. So just you have try with the 2. If I am writing 2 factorial, what will be the answer? 1 into 2, 2. But I need 24. So I am replacing R by 3. So 3 factorial is equal to 1 into 2 into 3, which will give you 6. So I am replacing R equal to 4. I will get 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, which will give you 2 3s are 6, 24. So which implies what is your R? 4. I know what is R. R equal to 4. After find out R is equal to 4, then you have to substitute any one of these two and apply that formula. You will be able to find out what is N. Clear? So this is trial and error method. So if you know straight away the answer R equal to 4, you can write. Otherwise you have to replace R by 2, 3, 4 and so on, and check whether you get 24 or not. Then R equal to 4. Clear? Now I found R is equal to 4. Next our aim is to find out what is the value of N, for which you have to take any one of these two. Clear? So what is the possibility? Which one is the simple one? You can take any one out of these two, because we did some problems based on the permutation in the previous exercise to find what is the value of N. So I am taking N, P, R, I find already that is 4. I am replacing over there, then is equal to 0. Then how to expand this one? Permutations. You have to write, depends upon the suffix 4, in descending order right from N. So N into N minus 1, N minus 2, N minus 3, 4 number is equal to how much? Here also we can go for it and a trial and error method, or you will get polynomial of degree 4, then you can apply that synthetic division, you will get answer. Clear? Or you can go for trial and error method. N is replaced by 2, 3, 4. After multiplying, you are supposed to get 1680. I think I gave homework the same model in the previous exercise. You please try. If you are not able to get, then next period I will teach how to get the value of N. Clear? So you have to try. This is very simple because you are on holiday. you have plenty of time to check whether it is correct or wrong, or you multiply everything normal multiplications, bring it into that the polynomial of degree 4, then you can apply the synthetic division and factorize, you will get what is the value of n. Clear? So better you will go for trial and error method by using this model. I am replacing no r2, 3, 4, likewise you replace n by some number, positive number, don't replace negative one. Even if 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, even if you replace, but n is the natural number, you cannot use negative number. You can take only the positive value and check whether it will get 1680. Clear? You can use this formula also, NCR formula also, that will be, it will take little longer one, because I did not teach the expansion of NCR by using the number n and r. Clear? So I will teach now by taking some examples of NCR, but this model you know already in the previous exercise. So solve this one either by trial and error method or multiply and apply the synthetic division, and started to factorize that. Synthetic division you learned already in 10th standard. So complete this one. Clear? This is sum number 1. Now we will see some examples of NCR, how to find the values of 10C5. This is for example. 10C5. So based on the formula I will teach now, then we can do without using the formula also, like permutations. So what is NCR formula? NCR is equal to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. This is the formula for NCR. So in the place of n you have to write 10, that is 10 factorial. I am comparing the formula. N is replaced by 10, r is replaced by 5. So 5 factorial into 10 minus 5 factorial. So you will get 10 factorial by 5 factorial into 5 factorial. So you don't cancel straight away 5 factorial, 5 will go 2 times. If you cancel, then your answer is wrong. It is under factorial. Factorial means you have to write from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you don't cancel like this, or 5 will go exactly in 10. It is, if it is given simply 5, 10 by 5 into 5, you can cancel. This is allowed. But these two are comes under factorial. So you cannot simplify by cancelling the numbers. That is not allowed. So 10 factorial by 5 factorial into 5 factorial. So you have to expand. You know how to expand this one, either descending or ascending order in factorial. So 9 into 8 into 4 into 5 into 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is 7. 5 factorial 1 into, you can write in descending or ascending, whatever order, doesn't matter. We have another one 5 factorial, therefore you have to write. Now you can simplify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can cancel. Then this 3 will go 2 times, this 2 to get cancelled. Else 4 times, this will be 2 times. So 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 4 9s are 36, 36 into 7, 7 6 are 42, remainder 4, 7 3s are 21, so 252. So this is by using the formula. So without using the formula also we can do. How? Very simple. As it is, I told no permutation. If it is given permutation, you have to write in order, descending order. If it is 4, when the suffix is 4, you have to write only 4 numbers. In descending order, write from the 10, whatever number is given in permutations. In the same way, you can use the combination also. See, 10 into, what is suffix 5? So you have to write 5 number in descending order from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7 and 5 number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have to write 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 because up to 5. You have to write denominator. In permutation you never get denominator, you get only this. But in combination you have to write 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 either in ascending order or descending order, your wish. You can write from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 also, that is also correct. The difference between the permutation and combination, if it is only permutation, so you can write only 1, 2, 3, 4, this is permutations. Whereas combination you have to write denominator up to 5. If it is given 4, you have to write up to 4. If it is 6, you have to write up to 6. That's the difference between the permutation and combinations. If you, without using the formula, you can write straight away like this. If it is 10C5, you have to write 5 number in either descending order, right from 10. And in the denominator, you have to write up to 5 from 1 onwards, up to 5. If it is given 10C4 without using the formula, what is your number? 4. So you have to write 4 number in descending order from 10. Starting from 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7. 4 numbers. Because 4. Denominator, either you have to write from 4 onwards till you get 1 or 1 to 4. Both are same only. Write from 4, 3, 2, 1 or 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Both are same only. Don't confuse. If it is 10C2, you have to write 2 number in descending order starting from 10. So 10 into 9. Then 1 into 2 or 2 into 1. Your wish. Clear. And one more possibility is there in combinations. If it is 10C8, to write 10C8, you see how many numbers you have to write? 8 number in descending order right from 10. So 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 3 into 4 into 3 into 2. 8 numbers. You check now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 will not come. 8 numbers. Then you have to write either from 8 to 1 or 1 to 8. So this calculation may be little longer one. So but in combination we have another one short form. You can subtract these two. 10 minus 8 how much? 2. That is, we did already, 2 is there, you have to write only 2. You see 10C8. In combination alone you can subtract these two and write. If you cancel this, you will get same answer. We will see 1 to 8 will be cancelled. See, 3 to 8 will be eliminated. See, straight away you can cancel. What is the remainder? 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. See, same thing will get. Clear? So if it is 10C8, it will be very close to this number. When the suffix is very close to this number, then you can subtract these two. That will be equal to these calculations. See, compare these two. 10C8, I am using according to the formulas. I got the longer calculation part. When I applying that technique which is available in combination, that is 10 minus 8 is 2, 10C2, I got same answer. So in the combination, when the number suffix are very close to the total number, total availability in particular event, then you can subtract these two and started to simplify, you will get same answer. Clear? So this is the process. See the difference between the permutation and combination. Permutation doesn't have any denominator, but whereas combination you have denominator. In the denominator also you have some special technique. If it is suffix is very close to the total number availability in an event, then you have to subtract this and simplify, you will get the answer. No sir, I like to follow the same one, doesn't matter because you are allowed to use calculator. No problem, you can do either this way or after subtracting this also you can do it. That is your wish. Clear? Now the sum number 2. Sum number 2. This is very simple. Only things you have to memorize the formulas which are given in the textbook under the topic of properties. So verify that. 2. Question number 2. Verify that 8C4 plus 8C3 is equal to 9C4. So you have to check the left side answer is equal to right hand side answer, that's all. So you have normal procedure, you know how to expand this one. There is a formula to simplify, but you can do normal procedure, no need to memorize too many formulas, not necessary. So how to write 8C4, you have 4, so you have to write 4 number in descending order starting from 8. So 8 into 7 into 6 into 5, 4 numbers. Then either you have to write denominator right from 1 onwards or 4. So I am writing 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, that is your wish. 8C3, you have to write 3 numbers in descending order from 8. 1 into 2 into 3 is equal to 9C4. So you have to write 4 number in descending order starting from 9, then 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Either you can simplify normal simplifications, do the calculation. There are so many ways is there to simplify. Clear? 2 times 2 5s are 10 plus 70. Then this will be cancelled, so 56. 1 into 2 into 3, 4 2s are 8, 3 3s are 9. So 7 6 are 42, 42 into 3 how much? 126, add 126. See, RHS is equal to LHS. Normal simplification. Just you have to prove the left side is equal to right side. So it is verified. That's all answer. Clear? It is very simple. 1 or 2 steps will get the answer. But thing is you have to understand the concept, combination and permutations. Permutation, we need an order, some sense of arranging whatever it is given. But in combination, order is not necessary. You have to proceed the problem without any sense. Order is not a matter. Now, question number 3. How many cards can be drawn through 21 points on a circle? A circle, so many points, I name it 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 21. Don't think that you know the curve doesn't have any finite number of points. So infinitely many points. Formation of, what is meant by lines? Formation of infinitely many points. Connecting the infinitely many points is that formation only called what? Line. If you take particular part of the line, that is called a line segment. Therefore, you don't think that only 21 points are there. You cannot specifically say that circle consisting only 1000 points, 2000 points, not like that. Clear? There will be so many points, but they said only 21 points. It is there 21 points on the circle. They are asked to find out how many cards. So basically, you know, in circle, what is the name of this line segment? Chord. Because it does not pass through the center of the circle. Even the straight line which is passing through the center of circle is also called chord. General name is chord, but we call the special name as diameter. Clear? So generally this line is called diameter, but that is also what? Chord. Everything will be chord. If you connect, okay, then chord, this is also chord, but this line is passing to the center of the circle, therefore we have a special name for this chord as a diameter. So to draw a diameter or to draw a chord, you must have how many, you must need how many points? Only 2 points. That is called what? chord, line segment. To draw line segment, you must have only how many end? 2 end. So you must have how many points? 2 points to draw one line segment. For chord also, you should have how many points? 2 points. Wherever you draw, see, even if I am connecting these edges, I need how many points? 2 points. Therefore, to draw a line segment, you should have only 2 points. That is, either that you call as one is starting point, another is ending point, or 2 end points, or 2 starting points. Doesn't matter. But the question is very simple. How many chords is possible to draw when a circle has 21 points? What is the basic concept? There is no arrangement, there is no order. You can take first this chord and you can take the next chord will be there, then third. So there is no order. Order is not necessary in combinations. But whereas in permutation, order is not necessary. So to take chords, you can take any one first chord. I can consider this is the diameter as the first chord and this one second one. Or some of you may have this is the first chord and this is second chord and this will be third. So order is not necessary in combination. But to draw chord you must need how many points? 2 points. So out of 21 points, I can select any 2 points because I can say the first one, this is the first number 1, number 2. But some of may say this is number 1 and this is number 2. See, order will get changed. Clear? So order is not necessary in combination. So totally we have 21 points. To draw chord, you must have how many points? Only 2 points must. 2 points is must needed to draw a chord. Chord is nothing but line segment. That is not a line. If I say that is line, so line doesn't have any end points that you learned already in the lower classes. So chord is a line segment because if I am draw a line like this is not a chord. This is called line. A line intersecting the circle. That's all. So if I am start after this is called a line segment, the name is chord. Clear? So to draw a line segment, we need 2 ends. Therefore, out of 21, you have to select 2. So combination is 21C2. So you have to write according to that formula for combination. You 2 number in descending order right from 21. That is 21 by 20 by 1 into 2. If you cancel, you will get 210. So how many chords are possible to draw in a circle? 210. Clear? So here is we are not using the permutation because in circle you cannot draw chord in order. That's what I explained now. So you may think this is the first chord, but I can consider this diameter as the first chord. So order is not here necessary. Therefore, I am using the combination instead of permutations. Are you clear? Now, the sum number 4 will be very interesting concept, combination and permutations. Clear? Only thing you have to give more concentrations. Otherwise, you will get wrong answers. This concept oriented. It is testing your intellectual power. Clear? Combination permutations not like other chapters in business maths. It is purely based on our day-to-day life. Imaginations. Clear? 70% imaginations will come in combination and permutations. So, how many triangles can be formed by joining the vertices of hexagon? So, hexagon means what? One, two, three, four, five, 6. So, hexagon has consisting how many vertices? 6 vertices. It is given 6 vertices. This is called hexagon. How many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, normally in coordinate geometry, we called these are vertices. In the lower classes, we call as point, isn't it? So, in coordinate geometry, we name as point named as vertices. So, here we have 6 vertices. Total availability is 6. Okay. The question is very simple. How many triangles? So, this is a triangle. Triangle consisting how many points? How many vertices? 3. So, we need 3 vertices to draw triangle. This triangle you are supposed to take from where? From hexagon. Hexagon has how many vertices? 6. So out of 6, you supposed to take how many points? Only 3. Why? Because they are asked to find out number of triangles. So 63. So number of triangle that can be drawn, that is 63. You know how to expand 63. 6 into 5 into 4. 3 is that, so you have to write in listening at 3 numbers. 1 into 2 into 3. Straight away cancel. 5 fours are how much? 20. So you can write, you can draw how many triangles in the hexagon? 20 triangles. Order is not necessary. Clear? So similarly, we have some problems. We have totally 10 problems. I did only 4 because today I have some information. I explained what is the difference between the permutation combinations. Next class we will start from question number 5 onwards. Boys, be careful. This looks very simple, but actually, if you are not understand properly, then you will get wrong answers. So be careful, understanding what is given in the question, what you like to find out, understand and proceed. Don't think that the same question will appear in the question paper. Some of the questions will come out of the textbook, that testing your intellectual power. So understand the concept and proceed. Clear? Thank you boys. We will see you next class.